got a question for you, Tom.
Yeah.
Because like Marcus, all right, my crutch when I was younger was get a little bit buzzed, and next thing you know, I'm the life of the party, and I'm friends with everybody.
Okay, yeah.
Wake up in the morning, and I've got about 20 new friends on MySpace. And it's like,
wow.
mover and shaker. That's
Look at this social butterfly.
Shot in 2004.
None of you coming to my top 8, though.
right,
We're not that close yet.
Good luck, Tom's still in there. Number 1, of course.
The only one in my eyes. I feel like you're not much of a drinker, all right?
No, I'm not a huge...
And I'm not throwing shade, not criticizing
that's fine,
you.
man. That's fine.
What has been your go-to when you've gone to parties, haven't really known many people?
I feel like I haven't been in those situations too much, but I would find that most of the parties that I would go to where I didn't know as many people was like, let's just say a work party. When we worked at McDonald's, let's say, and someone had like an 18th or something, you would always have the McDonald's crew, like people were at the party.
Yeah.
So you didn't know everyone, but you did at least know that
You had your group to attach to.
You had a small group, you know what I mean? There was that one time where I think we had a party, I can't remember where it was, but I'm pretty sure it was a McDonald's crew party. And I remember walking past someone, I was walking through the party, and there was like a really tall girl, and I said, well, that girl is so tall. And like she heard me from all the way up there. and I said it to someone else, and then I turned, and then I realized that she'd stopped and she was looking straight at me. She's like, wow, thanks. And I hurt tall girls'
It was
feelings.
a whole tall Jenny's malicious sort of thing.
Yeah, believe it or not, giraffes have hearts too,
Yeah.
my friends. Giraffes have hearts.
So brutal.
No, I meant it in a positive way, but basically that's
Who knew Tom was high? Yeah, he meant giraffe high.
Tom, maybe you should have a drink. You're a real prick when you don't drink.
He went in another way, calling him this
It's
tall person a
like the
giraffe.
opposite of like a Snickers commercial.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Have a beer, Tom.
I don't think I've ever had like a chat with someone that's a complete random at a party. Like maybe
Really?
a friend of a friend would associate with them, but
I'm
not a
with
complete
Tom.
random.
As one of our listeners, my housemate would probably attest to, I always say, I'm like, I don't need to meet new people. I'm happy with who I've got.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that's why when complete strangers are there, I am very like cold.
Yeah, you shut 'em out.
It can warm up, but they need to do all the work. I'm like,
If a friend of a friend, I feel like I'll do my best to include them, engage them, and because they're a friend of a friend, so it's like they're good enough for you, they're good enough for me.
yeah, I agree with that.
Basically.
I agree with that mentality. But complete
everyone else
strangers
is not worth knowing.
Yeah, like, that's why like when I was like in my early 20s, meeting strangers was fun. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what do you do? What do you do at clubs?
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, I don't want to go to a club because I don't want to talk to anybody
we're at
but my
capacity
friends.
in my heart.
Yeah.
So-
My friendship is like has capped.
Yeah, your top 8 is set. It's set in stone.
Yeah.
It's weird to think back in my younger days when we used to go out. Me and my friends would like befriend random people at bars and stuff.
Oh, really?
Because alcohol is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like in future weeks, because we'd become friends with them online, we'd end up messaging them and be like, hey, and they'd message us like, are you out tonight? Blah, blah, blah. And we just meet up with these random people for like a couple of months, and then
Wow.
they kind of just fade away.
Yeah.
And like, it wasn't like a bitter breakup with them or anything.
just
It's
like-
just like, just hanging out
Friendship
with some,
over with this person. New
yeah,
friendship
hanging out with
begins.
some new people.
Wow.
It was so
Yeah.
weird. Whereas now that I'm like, who was that Damien? I would
Imagine
never
if
do that
Imagine
now.
if you just brought, this is Cliff. I met him at the bar last
That
week.
used to happen all the time.
Far out. Imagine if
Yeah.
you did that now and brought it to Marcus's house. He'd just be like, can you tell Cliff to leave,
Yeah,
please?
that happens. We've had like house parties recently. If somebody brings like an outside person,
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Who the fuck is that?"
record scratch.
Yeah. I was
Everyone's
planning to
looking.
pull my dick out on the dance floor. Now these random dudes
No
here.
more self-conscious.
That actually did happen. Not a random dick thing, but someone has a house party
damn.
where one of the housemates invited one of his work friends who then brought someone.
Oh, yeah.
This random somebody just took off his shirt during the party, grabbed one of the other housemates' shirt, put it on, was the life of the party.
Wow.
We're like, please don't invite that person ever again.
Was he the dude who also like did ice? Was that guy?
Yeah, that guy too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, always the ice guy, isn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't at.
I was just like, always playing the ice guy.
I wasn't at that party, but I remember like the next day, one of my friends was like, "Dude, one of our friends brought like an ice addict to our party yesterday. What the fuck?
It
Did
was
he
a
take his
strange-
shirt off to shoot up or
Oh,
something?
nah.
Look at my scabs."
It was just one of those weird ones where we're like, we didn't know this person. We knew
Yeah.
the friend of the friend of the friend. We're like, okay, we know that
He
guy's
didn't know
alright.
he was also going to bring somebody along.
And
I
I think
didn't know he was on ice, I'm sure.
I'm sure nobody knew that person was like that.
yeah,
That's
I
what it
legally
was.
died once. I've got a giraffe heart now.
Yeah. So it was
giraffe hearts.
Yeah, it's those weird ones. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Let's just say go to the party and try to mingle as best you can. Don't
Yeah.
feel awkward. Don't
That
ha-
is the age to do it, to
Yeah,
put yourself out
for
there.
sure.
Like I said, I was burning friends like crazy back in the day. And it's just kind of one of those things. You go through phases and are friends with people. right now you are with people who seem to be like-minded, so embrace that and try and make the most of it.
I think so. Don't have the 4 cups of coffee either.
Yeah.
It's
No,
gonna
don't
wear
do
you
that.
out. That's
Definitely
hard, bro.
Don't do that, please.
Have you said enough of that question?
Yeah, let's go with you next, Damien.
All right, I'm going to go with Black Widow.
Okay.
Bastard.
One of the...
Both of my Avengers have been taken.
There's so many Avengers. What are you complaining
I'll
Why
about?
did you choose Black Widow?
I think it's bullshit. Out of all the Avengers, right?
Yeah.
She's the only one who didn't get a standalone film.
She's getting one, isn't
Well,
she?
Hawkeye doesn't have
no,
one.
it's like a prequel.
Oh, is it?
Oh, Hawkeye didn't, but Hawkeye's like, come on, he's a joke, bro.
Hawkeye had the born.
What's your
the
power? You have a bow and arrow? You're Robin Hood, come on.
There's already been Robin Hood movies.
Yeah.
Wait. She is getting one.
Yeah, but I still think she should have
She
got
got,
it earlier.
she got
She got it
shafted.
earlier.
I think she got shafted.
Okay.
Honest.
Okay.
Honest. Well, she's
also-
getting her own question now. So
Also, I think it's fitting regards to the context of this question.
Okay.
In all capital letters with multiple punctuation marks, what does this mean?
okay.
What does this mean?
My boyfriend couldn't find his phone in the house, so I called it to help him find it. Except when I rang it, his phone started to play the Star Wars song. The one that plays for Dark Vader and is dun 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 dun.
How do you know that that's the tune in the writing?
She actually wrote dun dun dun.
But how do you know that that's how it goes? How do you know the pitch?
She also called Darth Vader Dark Vader.
I was
so
going to say. Dark Vader.
Darth Vader.
unless it's some deep Star Wars lore, I haven't heard of this character.
Maybe Darth Vader.
So yeah, I can just tell.
Yeah.
You just know when it's that
On a
done
hunch
done.
with Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Music.
I don't know much about Star Wars, but I know he's a bad guy. Is he saying I'm evil? Is my boyfriend an asshole? I know it only plays when I call him because I've heard his phone ring other times. Black Widow.
Wow, Black Widow.
Black Widow, Darth Vader. Whoa.
Match made in heaven.
Match made in heaven.
The Grey Widow with that dark question from Darth Vader. Personalized ringtone.
Personalized ringtones.
Do you have any personalized ringtones on people?
I
feel like
don't,
it made
I
it
don't
as
even
an old
have a
thing.
ringtone for anybody. It's
called Vibrate.
My phone has been on silent since like 2005.
Yeah, same as
The
me.
first thing you do when you get your phone is switch it onto silent with the silent switch and
Yeah.
then break the switch off. And you're like,
Pretty
well, why
much.
will I-
Never again.
Why will I ever need it to ring?
It's one of those ones where you remember when ringtones used to be like like that, like like monotone,
the
then went to
monophonic ones.
polyphonic,
Yeah.
and you would make your own ringtones as like a 13-year-old.
Yeah, I used to have like a Nokia composer that I would make. I'd like compose ringtones on my computer and then
yeah,
like
you have to
transfer them
like
over.
put in a certain like buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could, or you could basically copy and paste it from
Copy and
online.
paste into your phone, which I did with like I think I had Damon as my
Oh,
old,
right.
like
But that was like also the novelty then. I think
Yeah.
the novelty of ringtones is worn off.
It is, right? I
Yeah.
feel like everyone has the same ringtone, which is basically marimba. That or
Yeah.
like the
I-
iPhone.
I
All
have
the default settings.
I have no idea.
The iPhone ringtone.
You can say whatever you want. I don't know them because it's always
But you
silent.
hear a phone ring, you've got ears, right?
Usually it's like that's it. Like my parents have their phone on loud. And
Right.
That's about it.
Well, the funny thing happened the other day was someone at my gym had their phone go off.
Now on iTunes.
Wow. So it's a like default ringtone remix into Sandstorm by Darude.
That's right.
That
That's
is
right.
that is a pretty cool ringtone. Like, I gotta
I like
admit.
that.
Yeah, so that start bit, Marcus, that's the iPhone ringtone.
Yeah. I know that one. I've heard that
I
one.
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
But
fun.
I don't know.
I like that.
I feel like it's kind of
I rate that.
it's a bit dated to have ringtones. I feel like no one ever has a
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
ringtone. Everyone's got the same thing.
I mean,
agree.
if I found out my loved one had a ringtone that was Darth Vader,
Yeah.
I'd be pretty offended.
You would, right?
I think I would.
I used to have. I remember I had the intro for Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember I think I was at work, and someone at work, my phone rang, and they're like, "Oh, that's such a lovely song." And I'm like, "If you knew the show, it's definitely
It's not as lovely as you think
quite
it
the
is.
opposite.
But isn't that song like just like a famous song? Then they took it.
It's
or
from
is
like
it-
some stock music
Yeah, all of their
album or
music
something
is
like
complete
that.
stock music. Like
Okay.
sometimes you hear it watching like MasterChef and stuff.
Yeah.
they like drop in like a backing track from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
This situation, I think if everybody else in their phone list had a default ringtone and then
And
you
you
have
had
the
that.
Imperial March theme,
Yeah.
I would be a little bit offended considering who's the. It's like in brackets Dark Vader's
Darth
theme.
Vader's theme.
Like that is his song.
Yeah.
It's a march of evil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is pretty bad. Like it's saying, hey, don't answer this phone, or it's, oh, your girlfriend's coming, it's evil.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when ringtones were a thing. Do you remember those ads that'd be like, text this number, and for
Yeah.
$1.50 you'd get a ringtone?
You
And
get the
one of them
crazy
was
frog.
like this siren playing. It's like, warning, it's the wife. Warning, it's the wife.
Oh, good one. That's for you, Mick.
Yeah, and it's like, who would want that ringtone?
There's obviously, I reckon, like those. I can picture the type of guys that would do it. The kind of, I don't know. I don't want to like typecast people, but
Yes,
you can basically picture the type of guys
Yeah.
that is like, oh, it's the missus calling again.
Oh, the old ball and chain,
Probably
mate.
wondering where I am, you know,
Yeah.
down at the RSL having a couple of skewies, playing the
Skewies?
skewies.
I'm so happy he's dead here. You lost so much
Schooner.
confidence.
It's a schooner, you prick.
Who calls them skewies?
These guys call them skewies.
It's a character, Marcus.
It's not me.
It's a work in progress.
That was Mick. Right, remind me never to take Mick live.
Don't take Mick live. I think you need to rework Mick a little bit.
But I feel like it's also like an old uncle thing to do. Like
It is.
the awkward uncle.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, do you like this ringtone? And then they play it for you. They're like, hey, pretty good. Hey, pretty good. It's like, no.
Did she mention in the question? I might have missed it.
Yeah.
That she's the only one that has this Darth Vader ringtone.
She did say that she's heard his phone ring other times, and it's never
Not
that ringtone.
Okay, well then I'd take
simple
offense to that.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, yeah, no, you change that right now. I wouldn't be offended in the sense of like I'm gonna dump him or anything
Yeah.
like that. I'd be like, why am I evil?
Are you not expecting my like? Do you not want me to call you?
Do you not want to
Yeah.
call you? Do you think I'm evil? Like, do you not want to talk to me?
Yeah, I kind of like the character that Tom was doing.
Yeah.
he was taking the mick by being Mick.
Yeah.
But like, I think lampooning your partner and being like, oh, here they go calling
Yeah,
me. I
yeah.
think it's really like tied out and lame. Like
It
you
is,
should want
yeah.
to hear from your partner,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But really, probably if other people went around, you'd be like, hey, babe. Like, you might be
Yeah.
happy to hear from them, maybe.
Yeah.
What song would you guys not want to hear if your partner's phone rang? What song would you not want to hear and be like, hang on a second, why is that the ringtone for when I call you?
Just one. I think that'll be funny, but no, I don't care.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, here's another question. What ringtone would you give your girlfriend?
Oh no. One thing I would hate to hear is the psycho.
Oh,
Like
like
a
the
psycho
psycho.
theme?
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I, psycho? Or something?
Yeah,
Like, that
yeah.
probably would be. But to be perfectly honest, I don't care about
Yeah.
it that much.
I get you.
But that would be it.
I wouldn't want to hear Crazy Frog. Personally. Because I'd be like, did she pay for that? Like,
Actually,
Got a baby on the way.
is she actually wasting money on Crazy Frog?
no, but see, you would want, if anything, to be the most annoying song to be the song to you, so you never have to hear it.
The thing
You're never going to call her
That's
while you're
true.
with her.
The thing I don't get, though, is that why do you need a ringtone to know... You know when you pick up your phone, you see who's calling,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Caller ID's the
why
thing
do you
now.
need to know, like,
I mean, if
at
it's
least a second before you pick it up, that is exactly who is calling?
Well, you know what I like? I agree with you. Usually, unless it's in your bag, like you're a girl that has a bag that you can hear, you're like, I know who it is. I don't
Yeah.
want to answer it. But
Yeah.
then your ringtone's annoying everybody else. Just fucking answer it.
Yeah.
But one thing that I like doing now is I put pictures of the people who are calling. Like I
Yeah,
see their
yeah.
face. I get the stupidest photos of all my friends.
And put
Can
a
you picture
photo
for
up.
me?
Yeah.
Can I call you? Will it come up?
You can call me and it will come up.
All right.
We're just going to test this.
I'm scared to see what the photo is because back in my younger days.
No, it's not that bad.
Okay, good. Thank God.
And Tom, you can call me too.
Is it weird that when I went to call Marcus, I typed in my dad? So I was like, I just call my
You have him
dad.
saving your phone as Daddy.
I'm your daddy.
Daddy.
Big Daddy Marcus.
It should come up. I do
right.
have a new phone, but it should come up.
Oh, Damien's
what is
very sexy. Very sexy with a
God
hard
damn
hat
it,
on.
Marcus. So, no, it's not a hard hat.
What is it?
That's when I went... Last year, I rode a horse for the first time. It's me wearing an equestrian helmet.
Oh.
What the fuck, Marcus?
Yep. And Tom, you want to call me?
Hang on. Hopefully, I don't remember joining the saddle club either, so hopefully I don't have a helmet. All right, I'm calling
You do
Marcus
have some
now.
sort of helmet.
Oh, cool. I'm wearing Pierce.
So I'm wearing a equestrian helmet, and when Tom rang Marcus, he's wearing a VR helmet.
Yeah.
What is your fetish with helmets, bro?
No, I tried to get the funniest photos of you guys for me. And
I remember
put
that photo. That was when we went to PAX or something.
Yeah, and
Or-
you were on VR, and we were just taking photos.
You wait till I get a photo of you in a helmet. You'll
go with
There's
Son.
plenty of stupid photos of me on the internet.
All right. So what should Black Widow do? Should she
have a word with him, and I would just say, why am I the evil person? Why
Yeah,
am
like,
I?
why have you associated me with the
Yeah.
Imperial
Yeah.
Death March?
It could totally just be a joke and
Yeah.
like a tongue-in-cheek thing, especially if he's a fan of Star Wars. But I still think there is grounds for being a little bit offended.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to ring your partner's phone and hear, like, I hate everything about you.
Yeah,
like,
right.
a song like that, you know what I mean? But, like, come
Is there
on.
a song like that?
Yeah, that song.
I
he knows it.
Okay, yeah.
I kind of butchered it, but
Or
you know.
Hoobastank or
Like,
one of those.
since you've been gone by Kelly Clarkson, I don't want to hear anything like that. You
As
know
long
what I mean?
as long as it's not Nickelback. I think
Yeah.
Nickelback is the one thing I wouldn't want to hear. Like,
Thomas
pants around your
Do you know what was?
Tom used that every time he
What
calls
made me
his
laugh about
wife.
Tom's concerns about it before with the crazy frog is like, his first thought was, how much money did you spend on that? Like,
baby
are
on
you
the
telling
way.
me we're monetarily out now because